Oh, hello everyone. Well, my name is Cozy, and I just wanted to welcome everybody to the first ever episode of Minecraft Let's Play on the CryptiCraft server. We have finally decided on a name just recently, and I just wanted to put out a video just explaining everything that's going on, kind of give a server tour for the first episode, and if things go well with that, we will continue doing a Let's Play. So why don't we get on started here, and I'll show you around spawn. So basically what this server is just a group of myself, or a group of a couple friends, including myself, and we just play on survival, and we're doing the best we can. Right now we're playing on the 14W29B snapshot, so things are a little out of wonk, so don't mind any lag. I'll do my best to try to not do anything laggy, although the nether portals are pretty bad. So the first thing I'm going to do for my first episode here is just give you kind of a tour around the server, let you guys see what's going on and all that kind of stuff, and then I'm going to take you to some of the projects I've been working on and let you know what my plans are and what I'll be showing you in the future. So first off, we'll get started here. This is my build, although I'm not standing in the greatest position to let you guys see it. There's been plenty of creeper explosions around, so there's pieces missing and holes in the ground. I've spent plenty of time filling it, just like many others on the server have. So this here is my first build, or my second build. After we first started the server, that we had a first base. We've obviously grown from that, and everybody's gone off and built their own houses. So this is the build that I did first. It's just my house temporarily, because before we updated to the snapshot, the rule was that we were all going to stay on the island until the 1.8 update had come out. Growing with time, everybody found out that it was growing increasingly difficult to stay on the island, so we decided we were going to update to the snapshot. That way we all can go do our own thing. So in behind my house here, you can see that big tower. That's actually a build from a buddy of mine. His name is Lavender Pig. He's the brother of the owner of the server, and he decided he was going to build a replica of the CN Tower on his little land area, and it turned out very nicely. I do give him a lot of credit on that. Took him quite some time. And then you just see he's got some other builds on his land here, a little storage shack here. And he built the Millennium, or I can't remember exactly what he said it was that he built, but he built the spaceship nonetheless. And it turned out pretty good looking. And he's got his farms here. And then back here is a build by another guy on the server. His name is Yellow Snow and Facebooking. They are building a dock, obviously still incomplete, but working at it. And over on that side of the island, it's Dastardly and Snake's build. They've got a barn back there just full packed of animals that they use for many different things, including wool and leather and stuff like that. They are very new to Minecraft. This is the first time they've actually ever played on a server, and I think the first time they've ever played on a PC. So giving them time, giving them credit, and they're doing very well. Very proud of what they're doing. The building I'm in right now, this is Yellow Snow's building. He decided he was going to build a little shack here with some doors connected to this fishing shack that I built for Snake over here. One of Snake's favorite things to do in games is fish. Decided I'd build him a little fishing shack. Got the fishing rods in there, fish in this bottom chest, and then treasure and junk in those two. Little lag there. If we come this way, we can get over to their house. It's quite massive. Oh, oh my. Gold member's cousin. And like I said, they've got plenty of stuff going on. I'm experimenting with the new slime blocks. Now if I run around to the other side of the server, there's plenty of more builds I can show you here, and also after that some projects. Oh, I haven't seen this yet. Gold member 2.0. Ah, looks like they went exploring. So yeah, now that we've updated the 1.8 update, or the snapshot at least, not the update, we've agreed that everybody can leave the island. We just settled on a name for the server, being the CryptiCraft Server, and I think that we're all going to get along with it well, or get along, well, enjoy the name to its fullest. It is a little late at night here, so I am the only one on, as you can see there. Although, I honestly expected some other people to be on. I'm not gonna lie, I being as late as it is, I expected at least one other person to be on, although it seems like he got off a little early to get some sleep. So if we come over here, this is kind of the central spawn area, and we've got quite a few things going over here. What we wanted to do is with the update to 1.8, we wanted to make it so that we focused our spawn on just doing shops in a carnival themed area. But right here, Lavender Pig decided he was going to go ahead and build a Ferris wheel. It's all quartz for the rim at least, and then he did his own little design for the spokes and stuff. And then we've got shops surrounding it. Just tried to do like little market tents, just to kind of keep it simple for now. So right here, I'm not sure exactly who built, or I know who built it. Lavender Pig built it, but I'm not sure what the purpose of it is. I don't think it serves a purpose at all, just to kind of give it the look like carnies are in town. So Lavender Pig has a shop right here. Right now he's using it for a game that he's playing. He calls it the D&D string theory. What he goes and does is he'll hide his first pickaxe in a chest, but somewhere near that chest there's a string that's placed on the ground. And if you find the string and the pickaxe, you bring them both back to the shop here, and he gives you the reward of a gold or a diamond block, I think is what he settled on. And after he does that, the person who finds it goes and hides it again, and then they offer their prize next time, equal or greater to the prize beforehand. I myself have a shop open. It's not the greatest looking or anything, but one of the projects I'm working on, I need a lot of dirt. So anybody on the server that wanted to sell dirt, I got a dirt for diamond shop here. 9 stacks of dirt. I'll give you a diamond. And Facebooking has a shop here. I don't think he has any general purpose for it right now. He used to sell ores and stuff like that, but I think that has long come to pass. Over this way, we got King of the Ladder, a game that all of us on the server quite enjoy a lot. And right up there, the house on the hill, that is Crazy's house. Crazy's a real-life friend of mine. He's a great guy. He doesn't get very often to play, but he decided that he was going to be the witch on the hill, or the witch on the hill, for this season of CryptiCraft, even though it is the first season. And I think it's turned out wonderfully. We've all played Minecraft together for quite a long time, and over the years we've seen each other grow as Minecrafters, and it's been a fun ride. It really has. There's been new players and players that don't play with us anymore, but we all make it work. And then over here, the owner of the server, Dwarfishmicrobe, this is his house. Or one of his builds. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing, although it looks like he's building a statue of himself. I know he had a sheep farm going for a while to get some materials, so I could only assume that's what's going to be built here, and we'll just have to wait and see. Now, me, myself, I've debated doing a Let's Play series for quite a long time, and I really never had the time and never really had the motivation. Although, in recent weeks, I decided, I'm just going to give it a shot, and if it works out, it works out. I would assume that someone's mine. I'm not going to go down it. So, my younger brother actually plays on the server as well, and his name is Bear, and he built this little fishing shack. Knowing him, he probably got it off YouTube or something, and just decided he was going to build it. He's got his little house over here, Bear, and then over past this way, there was a player we had on the server. His name was X-Razor Chris. He decided he was going to build a giant arena, although he's taking a break or has stopped playing Minecraft for at least the time being, and we're not sure if he's coming back. So with time, if he doesn't come back, one of us will take down his build and make sure that everybody on the server knows he's actually done. This is Dwarfishmicrobe's first build on the server, and it's just his little house. He had a villager inside that he sold an infinity book. I think after like 2 weeks on the server, that villager was taken by a zombie, and when he reconverted him back into a villager, he wasn't the same. He didn't sell the infinity book and kind of lost his interest in him. Now, over this way is a couple other players on the server, and then we'll get continued on to some of the projects I'm working on that I'd love to hear some opinions from people and see how I can improve it or make it any better, just to get everybody involved. So right here, excuse me, what we started working on is, or what Facebooking has started working on, he's deciding he's going to build a giant mansion. There used to be a giant cobble tower here. He took it down to build the mansion. So I'd love to see how that turns out. And this right here is actually the first base we had on the server. As you can see, first base. This is where we originally started off. Everybody would come here, take a little rest, and then go do their own thing on the island. So this is just the access at a chicken farm. It's just full of eggs. I'm not even going to look at it. But down here, you can see there's some builds. This is my first build. My very, very first build on the server, and basically it was just my starter home. Myself, Dwarfishmicrobe, and Lavender Pig were the first 3 players to play on the server when we first opened it up. So we all decided we were going to just do little rooms here. So this room was mine, this room was Lavender Pig's, and this room was Dwarfishmicrobe's. Although, obviously, none of us actually live here anymore. You can see Lavender Pig's is completely empty now. Oh, wonderful. The lag with these updates has been something else. I can definitely say that much. Not much client lag, to be honest. It's just been plenty, and I mean plenty of block lag. Animations are slow. Blocks are broken that you don't actually see as being broken until we've removed or put a block or updated the surrounding area somehow. You can see that door still hasn't gone back. Nothing really special about these builds. I had an enchanting area here I took down. This was the first ravine we found that we tore apart. There's literally nothing in it anymore. There's a makeshift slime farm down there that doesn't work the greatest, and then obviously a strip mine here at the bottom. I don't know if you would be able to see it, but there's a minecart rail. It just goes off to a zombie grinder it's just a drop grinder. Zombies go up, zombies coming down, they're one hit, we kill them, get the experience. So, in saying that, that's basically everything on the server. I think there's might be 1 or 2 more builds I can quickly show you here. And just based off everybody's schedule, some things have taken a lot longer than others to finish, or some things have taken a lot longer to finish, or we haven't seen a lot of progress on other things. So it's just a matter of time, really, to see what people do. This little building right here is just a little cobble hut that Metal Applesauce is living in. He's another friend of ours. He's just a friend that we have playing on the server. He's got another cobble build going over back there, but we're not sure how it's going to turn out. We're excited to see what he decides to do with it. He has a very high tendency of just building glass buildings and leaving it at that. And like I told you before, this is Facebooking's mansion. It is quite large, especially considering the size of the island. We've had some issues with some big builds on the server, so like I said, I just hope it turns out good. Now, if we come over this way, okay, yeah, I did go the right way. If we come over this way, we can see that we got this little hut here. What a sign. So Soundwave, he found a ravine on the other side of the island, and he has basically lived in this mine since. He hasn't really moved, I don't think. So he's just been mining away, and I'm hoping eventually he goes and does a bit. Oh. Okay, so he is going to be doing a build on top of the hill here. He lies. I'm sure that's supposed to say something, but I really don't know. Well, this is the spawn island. Gradually over time, like I said, it's going to be just shops, and we're going to try and just put a bunch of carnival themed things in here, like a merry-go-round and roller coasters and stuff like that. Whether or not it becomes functioning, that's a different story. But just having the sense of an economy in the game is going to be a dynamic that we haven't had playing together before. So it's definitely going to be an experience, and I can't wait to try it out. So if we come around here, we can go back up to the Ferris wheel there, and there's another portal. Hopefully I don't lag out too much going through it. But I'll take you to some of the projects we've been working on. Now, the reason we've named it the CryptiCraft Server is everybody's kind of mysterious in their own little way. We've had secret builds going on since the beginning of the server, and we've had builds that we didn't really want people knowing about. Everybody does their own thing. We try as hard as we can to work together on things, but majority of the time we do our own thing, so we keep the mysteriousness about it. This is bad. Try to keep the mystery about things and just do our own thing and surprise people with it later. Over this way, we turn another fortress into... Just try F3A here. There we go. So over this way here, we have a wither skeleton farm. It's really not the greatest. Myself and Lavender Pig spent quite a while just tearing this area down, or part of the nether fortress down, and rebuilding it just to try and make it look good and try to get it to work. And you might get a couple wither skeletons, but it's really, really bad. Down this way, we just have another entrance to the zombie grinder, just to make things a little quicker. I have no idea what goes this way. This right here is a path to Lavender Pig's new builds off the island. And then if we come this way... I was moving animals through the nether, so there's a bit of a hole here. But if we come this way, this track actually goes just to a spiral track staircase that goes right to the top of the nether. I spent about 4 hours growing trees on top of the nether just to put the track through it. It was, to say the least, not worth it. I still have a lot of problems with zombie pigmen, and among other things, just lag going up there. On the top, though, I will say this much. I tried to copy Etho and Doc M's gold farm design in the nether using the iron golems. I built it 100% complete, and I put the iron golems in there. Not even a half an hour later, all the golems were dead. So we kind of just called it a bust and decided that we were going to skip it and not really give it much thought anymore. But I did attempt to build a rendition of Doc M's iron golem farm up there, just one of the single spawning cells that he has. But with it being the nether, you can't have water up there, can't push the iron golems down into the gold farm, so it's really just a matter of chance whether or not they go down there or not. So where I am right now, I'm going to try and give you a better look here. Where I am right now is a place that we are going to be working on for basically the entirety of the server. We are going to build our own little rendition. Given the 1.8 update, we're going to build our own little version of Atlantis in Minecraft. So right now we are under the deep ocean. We have marked out and dug out a 200 by 200 area, and we have so far dug it 7 high. The goal is to dig right up as high as we can go, and building a glass dome in a circular area. Oh, those villagers are loud. Wondering what sound was going to turn that off. Now we're going to build it straight up to the sky. It's going to be a circle, and it's going to have its own little design and its own little wall pattern and stuff like that. We've got plenty of supplies over there from digging this place out and just from the general farming. We got villagers. We got an iron golem spawning in. Now obviously we did the breeding before the 1.8 update, hence why we have the doors and all the sunlight. Farms that have been destroyed by slimes. I'm going to let you guys know, if you ever want to build a slime farm, this is a way to do it. Just Go under an ocean and just dig out an area. There's so many slimes. So many slimes. So I'm going to run this way. Crazy built a small mob spawner here. It works. Not not the greatest, but it works. It does the job, I guess, is the easiest way to put it. Some mobs fall down, but you have to leave the chunk to get them to spawn in, and then you gotta come back, and it's more of a hassle than anything, but I am good on experience, so I'm not gonna sit there and collect it. So, like I said, it's a 200 by 200 area. We've dug straight up. Still see some holes in the ceiling from areas we dug. Ugh. We got a minecart. This actually goes back to my house. When I started digging my mine shaft, I did a secret door, and I did a path to here that just took me into the ocean. I was the closest to the edge of the ocean at the time, so it made it easy. As time passed, though, other people decided they were going to come live close to me. So this is all done in survival. We used efficiency 5 pickaxes and beacons just to get everything done right here. Because we don't have any dirt, and the whole purpose for my dirt to diamond shop is to fill this in. It's a 100 by 100 area, so 10,000 dirt pieces to fill this area. There's also a little bit over there that doesn't have any dirt in it, and that's why it's not dug all the way up. But once we get the dirt, we're gonna fill it in, move the beacons back down here, finish things off. We are on Y level 7, so best area to find diamonds, also the most dangerous for lava. But we cleared all the lava out. Jesus. We cleared all the lava out, dug it all. It took a very long time and wasted a lot of efficiency 5 pickaxes. But it was definitely worth it. The area proved to be very valuable. So, another project I've been working on is, with the addition to the mutton and the rabbits in the game, I want to build a butcher shop. But I wanted to do it in a way that was more unorthodox than I first speculated it would be. What I'm doing, I forgot a minecart. Lovely. Oh, the lag. So I'm gonna have to run up the staircase. It is just a windy staircase. I probably will just edit it out, but I'll be back when I get to the top. All right, and welcome back. So I went up the staircase. I'm at the very top now, and basically it just goes right to the very top of the Nether. In order to build the gold farm, we had to go straight up. I'm gonna show you this way in a second here, but as you can see, I got a 3x3 hole here through the bedrock. It was very, very hard to do. Just growing the dark oak trees constantly. I had the largest supply of dark oak wood I could ever imagine. It's gone now, but I had a very large supply. So what we did is we originally just came up here. We just did the whole spiral staircase all the way up. We went up really, really high, and we just literally did basically step by step exactly what Etho and Doc M did on the CryptiCraft server for their build. Although it wasn't as efficient as I'd like it to be. The pigmen spawned in fine, and the golems killed them. Just as often as they were dying, it made it less and less worth our time. It was costing more iron than we were getting in gold, so we lost our interest, I'll say. So if I come in here, I've put to use the new andesite block. I spent quite a long time mining it out. You can see here I unfortunately ran across a lot of bedrock. My other path that I have like none. I don't think there's any at all. It was just luck of the draw, I'd assume. Just where I built my path, I didn't run into any bedrock that stuck down that far. So take this minecart. It is a very, very long path. So I got these half slabs here just to keep any zombie pigmen from spawning on the tracks. The last thing I want is for that. But while we're going down this path, I might as well let everybody know that the general purpose of this video is to kind of bring some attention to the server. we want to expand. We want to get more people playing on the server, but we don't want just anybody. We've had plenty of people just say to us, like, hey, why don't you add me to the server? Why don't you add this person? Why don't you add this person? But we want to try and take things a little more seriously. We want to be, I'm not going to say like the Minecrackers, but we want to have kind of a sense of community. We want to be able to build together, enjoy our game time, and not just go around killing each other and doing massive builds that we all let each other just destroy, stuff like that. We want to showcase what we can do as people that play Minecraft. I sincerely myself enjoy the game, and I play it constantly. And for being a new father, my girlfriend hates it, but we do our best to work things, and we just want to know, I just want to let everybody know that if you have any interest in joining the server, send me a message, comment on the video, send me some pictures of some builds and stuff you guys have done, and I'll talk everything over with Dwarfishmicrobe, and we may select some of you to join the server. We control all costs. It's all free to play and stuff like that. But the less important thing. So where I am now, after we updated to the 1.8 snapshot, the latest one, everybody was allowed to leave the island. So this was the first place I went. It's just a desert. I need glass. I am in a desperate need for glass, so to work on Atlantis some more. So I went straight to a desert. Going through this portal, I am working with Crazy. We're going to be building a base that I'll keep secret for now. But it's just a desert. I've teared it up. There is nothing there except for glass. So if I come this way, here's the other project I'm going to be spending some time on. You can see I've put to use the new sea lanterns. I got quite a bit of them, actually. I spent quite a while just sitting there killing the guardians and the elder guardians and getting the crystals and the prismarine shards and all that kind of fun stuff. Oh, I never noticed that it was animated before. Hey, that's kind of neat. I like that. So you can see here I've labeled it Water Temple Butcher Shop. So the reason I told you previously that I was bringing animals through the nether is exactly for this reason. Same thing as before, just the lighting is different. And just a path with the half slabs above. So the reason that I was bringing animals to the nether was to get them into into this water temple. So what I went ahead and did is I hollowed out the entire water temple. I used sea lanterns and glass on the floor. I used andesite blocks. I'm really loving the andesite. I'm not the biggest fan of the diorite or the granite, but I love the andesite. So I tore the entire thing. I hollowed it entirely out. I found 2 rooms just packed, load of sponge inside here, and I used it to get all the water out. It took a very long time, and then I spent the additional time to go ahead and remove all the prismarine out of the walls and replace it with the prismarine bricks. I'm not the biggest fan of the color, but I love the way it looks for being the underwater temple. Wanted to keep it as original as I could. So I just changed the lighting in here a little bit, and I changed it all to the prismarine. I did do a lot of work on the exterior as well, but don't really want to go up against all those guardians. They're quite vicious. So yeah, what I'm going to be doing in here is I'm going to be building a butcher shop, and I'm going to try to use the bacon breeder in order to use that Exuma Void did in one of his videos a while back. I'm going to try to use that design to work on the cows, the pigs, and the sheep. I'm not exactly sure if it'll work, but before I get started on it, I just wanted to wonder if anybody had any suggestions or anything like that, and I'd love to hear them. But as far as this video is concerned, it's been Cozy, and I'll see you in the next episode. Once again, let me know how you feel. If anybody wants to have a chance to join the server, let me know. Alright, thanks.